Hey, Keith. I'm listening to the latest episode 581 at the time, and it's really sad hearing everyone tiptoeing around the problem that you're not Jewish, and that everyone is having to do so much planning just getting you to meet Chemda's parents.
Wait, who's tiptoeing around you?
Everybody's tiptoeing around the problem that I'm not Jewish. I guess your parents, they think. They're not tiptoeing.
No.
They're slamming their boots down. He's not Jewish.
Right.
Wait a minute. I'm starting to think it's because I'm not Jewish. Why your dad doesn't want to meet me. First off, and this comes from experience, this is OR, 8-ball. You must meet her dad as soon as possible.
Oh.
You know where this is going already. It's a great letter. I read it before. If he is a good father, then he is concerned with the safety and happiness of Chemda above all. Mm-hmm. I love the logicalness. You look back at this letter and you went, that's very logical.
He actually said, my father said,
right.
This is, no.
Meet him one-on-one or with Chemda in a neutral location like a cafe. Tell him hello and let him say something after that.
I love how you're starting to talk in your father's voice.
Right. And if he doesn't say anything, then the guy is disgusted with you, and that's a person you'll have to deal with for the rest of your life.
Actually, no.
You didn't give me what to do. You
say
said
hello.
If he doesn't say something back, he's going to be disgusted the rest of your life. Then what, though? And then run.
Well, did you say hello?
Right. If he does decide to talk to you, then he'll probably want to know what you can offer his daughter. And we're talking about the two things mentioned above, safety and happiness. You'd be surprised how many fathers are not looking for the typical, I'm rich and successful answer. If he asks you what you do, tell him the truth. I do a curse radio show.
I talk about your daughter's abortion that you don't even know about.
Autism is funny to me because it's not in my immediate family.
We talk about, dearest future father-in-law, we talk about how your culture comes from assholes.
Right. If he asks you what you do, then tell him the truth. You're making your way up through broadcasting, and you hope to be a renowned talk show host one day.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good line.
I was placed in a similar situation once, and it happened at a big dinner table. I was the only guy with a different last name. Brother, immediate family, and my girl all on one side and me on the other. Well, you'd like your girl on your side, right? Mm-hmm. It was a matter of time before one of the uncles asked me what I do in front of everyone. Everyone turned to look at me. I turned to the dad eye to eye, and the orchestra played and flowers rained, and I said, "Sir, I keep your daughter smiling when she's sad because she lives so far away from home."
My father would punch you.
I would punch me.
Nobody talks like that. And my family doesn't believe, especially in men talking like that.
You know what I would say?
Hi. It's so different that I can't even say certain words in front of my parents. I can't say certain. It just doesn't work. You know, I used to argue with my family all the time. It would kill me every time. What is the fucking point? I would say things. I would admit to things. There's no. I don't know how to explain this to people. It's also
they just don't get it.
It's a cultural difference.
It's also a people difference.
These are people that you see on TV. My father comes from Iran. My mother's family comes from Iraq. Now start thinking about how I should talk to them.
Chemda. Basically, inside, we're one race.
Mm-hmm.
We're one people. You know what kind of people we are? Human people.
The kind that run away from their country.
But now you're in America. And what do those flags stand for? Courage?
My grandmother didn't know how to read or write. My grandmother.
Love is a basic language, Chemda. I'm on your side, A-Ball. Love is a basic language. I swear, if somebody said that to me, I think it's from a movie and he was making a joke. Like, wow, that's funny.
No, not based on the rest of the email, no.
I keep your daughter smiling when she's sad, is what he said.
That sounds like sex to me.
Right, because that's what I think. I'm like, you fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Let me tell you what I do.
I want to punch him in the face. You know what that reminds me? That movie where Marky Mark was in it, and he's trying to seduce the daughter. Fear?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's by the pool, and he's making out with the guy's daughter while looking him in the face like, fuck you.
Right.
And the daughter does not. I'm making her happy. Look at her smile, because I just put my dick in her.
I keep your daughter smiling when she's sad because she lives so far away from. Why don't you add? I show her new experiences.
Why don't you also add? You ran away from her, but here I am for her. You suck as a father.
I'm the new daddy.
Yeah. In fact, she calls me that, spankity spank.
When I come home from work, I go, Daddy's home. Just kidding, I don't work. But what I do supply is richer than money. Wow, that makes you feel like you can take care of my daughter. One of the things you already said is safety. I don't feel very safe now for my daughter. So she's sad because when she's sad, she lives far away from home, and I make her smile. When there's a noise at night, I make sure she feels safe. And when she's just had enough of school and work, I make sure I'm there to listen to her problems.
Ew, you sound like a child molester.
You sound like bad poetry and a child molester. The guy had to turn around to wipe away his tears. We then emptied the toilet. We take our waste and use it as compost. Then we double dipped each other's mouths with our bowl bags. Come on, dude. We're different. Just admit we're different. The guy heard me being all faggy, and he had to turn around to wipe away his tears. When the uncle said, no, I mean, what do you do for a living? It was her father that said to mind your own business. It was a great moment.
You don't want to know what your daughter's dating who does for a living?
I don't care. You didn't hear it? He makes her happy. You know, money doesn't buy happiness. I didn't invent that. Father-in-law.
That's just stupid. That's just stupid. What do you want to know? What do you do for a living?
I think a little movie called Coming to America can sum it up best. Love rules. And we got it in spades. I'm sorry if that's offensive to your culture. Do you know where we're from? I don't need a map. Because this is one land.
Nobody talk about nothing but hearts and flowers.
Right. No, but seriously, what do you do? Pshaw. What do? I write faggot poetry every night. She saves it and fucks the gardener. In the end, all a dad wants is to make sure that his daughter will find the guy that will take care of her as much as he did. Yeah, with money.
Period.
Right, with culture. Race, religion, or background sort of takes second place to all that. Mm-hmm. Ironically, that's
why there's all those movies where people get shot over this stuff.
Right.
That's why there's a war going on in Israel, because that's second banana to everything.
Ironically, it's sometimes the new son that has to prove his bravery and approach the big, mean old guy for approval. After all, if you can't do that, then how can you possibly take care of his girl?
What?
I don't know, because he's a big guy and she's a fucking girl. This logic will make much more sense to you when you have... Go ahead, finish it.
Your own child.
Of course. Yeah. Everything makes sense, Dad. Because I'm not a dig dad. Nobody's a dig dad.
I'm going to take a guess that his child is 2 at most.
I don't know, but it'll make sense when you have your own girl. That's all I know.
Yeah, but 2 at most.
But if that fails, tell him you were kidding about the mushy stuff and that you're actually a New Yorker and that you're a lawyer, banker, brain surgeon, rabbi. Then run like hell. See you at home, Kanda.
Okay.
Well, that makes more sense. That makes more sense, you silly hippie. Everybody's not you. KeithAndTheGirl.com